Hey everybody, I'm Tony the Blacksmithing Gamer, and here we do everything from blacksmithing to 3D printing to bring the things inside the video games into the real world. A little while ago I sent the Sub-Zero axe over to the guys at K&K Productions for them to make a few short films. I'll leave a link in the comments down below. And also in the past, I've made Sub-Zero's mask, Scorpion's mask, and Scorpion's spear. So I'd made Sub-Zero's weapon, but I figured it was time to even the odds. This week, we're making Scorpions Makuragami. It looks a lot like the sword that he uses in MKX and one of the versions in MK11. Let's get started. I'll show you how we made it. So this is the 3D printer's dilemma. We have one piece that has fallen off the 3D printer while I was away. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces that are in theory still good. Do you continue the print at 75% done? Or do you cut your losses and restart and maybe print one at a time? So I think I'm gonna risk it. I mean 3D filament's pretty cheap. Side note, the eye. It's not a fashion statement. I wear one contact, and I'd ordered some contacts probably half a year ago, and I just hadn't gotten to that part of my stock. So what I ended up doing is I switched the weeklies or monthlies out whenever they start feeling kind of bad. And what I didn't realize though when I ordered this bunch of contacts is that they're colored. So yeah, they look a little weird. Anyway, back to 3D printing. So we have all the pieces printed. Of course, we had the issue with the one earlier, and that one's in the garbage, but the rest seem moderately okay, other than this one, which shifted. So I'll just reprint the two pieces. Mostly out of curiosity, I've always wondered how much strength this takes to like break in half. This one already has the offset here, so that's obviously a weak point. So I'll try to pick a spot that doesn't. Actually pretty strong. Not overly easy. That's at the weak spot though. So, you could break it with your hands. Well, combat sword just doesn't want to stay vertical. At least I got one of them printed. So, keep one. This one looks like it's a fail. So this is the blade portion. Goes through the hilt. Just did a little bit of shaping just because it didn't leave enough clearance on this guy, it looks like. So I just did that manually. And then we have these guys that fit in here on the ends, like so. And then these guys, this is the handle, fits onto the rest of the blade like that. I actually accidentally broke off this section. I'll just fill it with epoxy. It's plenty enough to hold, I think. But normally it would go all the way to the end if you printed your own. And then we'll seal it up with this guy. Fits all up into the rest of the hilt. Make sure to line them up so that they fit the pommel, which is this guy, which goes right into the end here once it's all glued up and ready to go. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the hilt. I'm going to start putting these guys together, and I'm just going to use some copper wire to use as dowels in the for the separations here. I'll just drill holes and epoxy and use these guys as a dowel. Alright, so I left this guy to cure overnight. I have the beginnings of the sword, and I also did this let this cure overnight. And so now we're going to attach all these three pieces into one. And the handle as well. Something like that. And the pommel here. So, here we go. the sword in one piece. Now I'm just going to clean up some of the epoxy here and off with paint. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing here. I'm going to try to basically just dry brush the edge of the yellow here, just so it looks a little like it's, I just kind of think it as if it's just coming out of the forge. So, you know, the hottest is the white, and then it turns into a kind of a yellow, and then turns to a red, and then metal. In this case, we're going from, well, right now we only have the yellow on, but we'll do some dry brushing here. So get that kind of off the brush mostly, and then this technique here, kind of feather it in a little bit. So on here, so I find the halfway point, I loop it around twice and just start crisscrossing. And then once again, double up. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Or if you want to follow me on any of these social media websites, you can get daily updates on the projects I'm working on. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tony, the Blacksmithing Gamer, where every week we're making things from the games we love.
We'll avenge your clan.